Working on a film crew out on location is one of the most rewarding things I've ever done.
Alrighty, folks, action!
I really love working with other people who share the same passion, and it's one of those moments when I know I did make the right decision to pursue this as a career.
Being on a film crew is for me personally, it's magic. You know, the camaraderie, just being with so many different people, creating something beautiful that's bigger than yourself. I've learned something new on every single film set I've been, not just as a filmmaker, but inside as a person.
Seattle Film Institute is a small school out here in Seattle that really strives to bring the professional level of Hollywood film production to the Pacific Northwest. This area is a beautiful place to make films with all of the unique biodiversity and natural features we have here.
Not only do we have the ocean, a little bit of desert, but also the forest as well with the mountains. But we also have great city scenes. If you just want to go straight up city piece, Pacific Northwest just provides pretty much everything from top down that you are looking for in a location.
Over the summer of 2025, we wanted to do some sort of project making use of the incredible locations that we have here in Seattle. That's when we realized that less than 2 miles from the school is Discovery Park. This beautiful location with so many different landscapes and gorgeous historical houses from when the park used to be a military base. So then we thought, why not do a period piece? We reached out to a local group of historical reenactors, and then one of our graduates, Timo Tulafono, started writing a simple script, and two of our instructors, Von Raymond and Phan Tran, spearheaded this by creating this workshop where we could really get hands-on with the equipment while working on location.
So a few days before the shoot, we did a pre-production day where we went over timing, location, maps. We got to see how pre-production actually works and how this production would all come together. We also were able to build out the cameras, see how they work, and of course we needed to see how everything was going to function outside. As soon as you go outside, you realize there's a huge difference from shooting in the studio.
I can't see. I'm just getting reflections.
We were hit with the sun being way too bright. We couldn't see anything through the lens. There was a lot of noise, and it was a little windy that day. So being outside helps us prepare for these situations that we will face that we can potentially solve prior to shooting on the day.
When I volunteered for this short film, I assumed I was going to be a production assistant, PA, because I knew I was more of a junior student there. But on the day of the shoot, I show up and they have this big whiteboard that has all of the different roles on set. And I think it was Phan who asked me, "How do you spell your name?" He writes it right next to first assistant director. And so I'm like, what? Because a first AD, their main job is to run the set.
Camera ready?
I was really nervous, but everybody on set was really helpful, and Phan was really guiding me through how to be a first AD.
So the group we worked with is called Somewhere in Time Unlimited, and when I first saw them, I thought I was back in time. I thought it was like, whoa, where did this lady come from? It's insane. Like, she's fully dressed up with period accurate clothing and props. They were really wonderful people, very nice, and amazingly good sports.
Our lead actress was Julia Stack, who is not an actor, but she is a very talented illustrator in the medical field. Being that she wasn't an actor, I found it very easy to work with her. She took direction very well and was able to display the emotions that we were looking for. Henrietta Stack, Julia's daughter, does have a little bit of experience in the theater. I just found it so easy to work with Henrietta.
People are always nervous about working with kids on set, but Henrietta had this kind of maturity about her. She listened very well, and she was even giving suggestions herself, which showed how enthusiastic she was. Even though we kept making her do certain shots over and over again, we made her run down this hill over and over again, she still did it fully 100%.
And remember to drink Maple Spring Sarsaparilla, ladies and gentlemen.
We also got to work with Mark McDaniel, who was a very, very awesome person. He has experience in the theater realm as well as the film realm, specifically in pyrotechnics.
Bicyclist ends up over cliff.
We didn't give him the chance to blow stuff up on this project right here, but we did give him the chance to play 2 different characters, and I'd love to see if the audience could figure out which 2 characters that he played. He also provided his own props as far as an Edwardian bicycle that he put together himself. We were extremely lucky to be able to work with everyone from somewhere in time. The workshop was open to anyone from the Seattle Film Institute, whether it was your first day on campus or going to be on your last day of campus. We wanted to give everyone the chance to be able to experience working on location. Shihan Mirza is primarily an animation designer, but he found out that he loves to do audio.
I was in charge of the sound, and I had to get creative, sneak into very tight spots, hiding myself in the shot itself with the big boom. There's a bunch of shots in the film where you'd think, oh, it's just them. I'm there. I'm hiding. But you'll never find me. It was quite honestly a lot of fun.
Another very awesome person, a part of the crew, was Kayla Manjaris, who has very little experience, being that she's a first-year student. She was given the role of the first assistant camera, whose primary job is to make sure the shot is in focus.
The first couple shots, I was very nervous, but luckily I had a good first camera operator that made me feel comfortable, and also teachers there guiding me and letting me know that it's okay to not feel okay, but know that you're doing the right thing, and just ask questions, ask for guidance.
Another person who was very awesome to work with was also Zachary Cohen. Very knowledgeable, very enthusiastic, a young person who loves working the camera. So enthusiastic that he was able to lug around this very heavy-duty tripod throughout Discovery Park because it provides this very, very awesome, smooth movement. He had a lot of creative input as far as camera movement as well as camera angles.
One of my favorite shots of the piece was the shot of Henrietta running down the hill. Once we set it up, started looking at it through the monitor, we realized that it looked a lot like an Andrew Wyeth painting. Actually, one of the best takes, there were some folks with modern bicycles and modern clothing in the background, and let's just say that gave our editors great practice at removing them in the post process.
One of my favorite shots is towards the end when they're running down to meet George. And it's such a painterly, cinematic shot. It looks like a painting, and it's honestly one of the best things you can do with film is to make your stuff look like, pieces of art. And it was honestly like, yeah, that shot made it all worth it for me.
Good. Yep. All right, perfect. It's a wrap.
Oh, that's a wrap.
When we got that final shot, when we called wrap for the day, it was that moment of thinking, everything we did here finally came to fruition. We managed to achieve what we set out to do, and there's nothing more satisfying than that feeling.
If you're a film student and you get the opportunity to be a part of a workshop like this, I'd say jump on it, get out there, go on location, get out in the sun, get out in the wind, and just give yourself that confidence to know that I am learning what I need to learn. So whenever I go out there in the real world, I am confident in my abilities.
Roll camera. By the end of the day, I was really surprised to find that I felt really comfortable as first AD compared to how I felt the first, and I didn't know if I could even do it. By the end of the day, I was like, oh, this is like the one role now that if someone chose me to be first AD on set, I could just do it.
And action.
I think things like this really help to quell the anxiety of going into the film world because it prepares you and it lets you know it is possible to learn and work and be successful in this, and you'll definitely have fun.
After being a first assistant camera, now I've had opportunities to be first assistant camera for other films. So with that experience, it's brought more opportunities. The shoot at Discovery Park really opened my eyes to see what it takes to create something beautiful, and it really solidified that I'm exactly where I need to be.